This is a HeadGum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling podcast.
Marcy.
Betsy.
Are you ready to get like a little sad and scared?
I mean, I've been feeling that way all week. It's an election year.
I know, every week's gonna be a little tough.
It's sad and scary.
I want to tell you about the Colorado Street Bridge in Pasadena.
Wow.
You know the one I'm talking about, that beautiful, beautiful bridge.
If for our listeners who aren't familiar, you may have seen Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone dancing
on it in that La La Land.
Yes.
That's right. It's a really incredible, beautiful fucking bridge.
That isn't that necessary at all for any one thing, period.
No. But it's haunted and has a pretty fucked up history because it's also known as the Suicide Bridge.
Oh.
It was built in, I think, 1911, and the first suicide occurred in 1919.
Hey, 8 good years, though.
8 good years, 8 solid years. This is a wild suicide that I have to share because
Trigger warning, I guess. Right?
Trigger warning for sure. It's
TW.
sad.
Yeah.
But the victim is most likely haunting the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
So in May of 1937, a young woman brought her 3-year-old daughter to the bridge, threw her daughter off, then threw herself off.
Oh my God, the murder suey.
The little girl fucking landed in a tree and was unharmed.
Oh my God.
Isn't that wild? However, mother did die.
Mother did.
She did
Mother
indeed pass away.
Yeah.
And she's now, people have seen a woman wandering the bridge looking for her baby.
Alternate theory. Daughter threw her mom off the bridge.
Ooh, I like that. Jumped into a tree.
Toddler killed mommy. Toddler matricide.
I like that theory a lot.
It's fucked up.
It's very fucked up.
You guys, we're gonna have to make light of this because of the nature of our podcast.
It's really
sorry.
Yeah, sorry. It is really sad.
But also, we're gonna make jokes about it.
Yeah.
I think 100 years is, once you've hit 100 years, it's no longer too soon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. In 2012, I started destroying the Titanic on stage. That's very funny.
And it is very tragic. Okay.
Very tragic. So there's a ton of ghosts that hang out around the bridge, on it, below it.
Also, it's adorable. Why wouldn't they?
And it's a beautiful, adorable bridge. If I was a ghost, I would go hang out there. People hear strange sounds and disembodied cries from the bridge at night. Animals freak out when they get near the bridge.
Should I take my cat?
At night. Yeah, take Bo. People have seen a dude with rimmed glasses leap off the bridge, and when they go to look, no one is there.
What's under the bridge? Is there a river?
So
is that where that river is? Or
I don't even think there's because there's a witness account in here from an article who was talking about like a tunnel under the bridge that you can walk through.
Okay.
But nobody ever said anything about landing in water.
Yeah.
Or anything like that. I don't know. Yeah, look it up.
I'm gonna look it up.
People have seen
it looks to be no water. It is just it's more of an overpass than a
because when you see it from the highway, you're also kind of at its level.
I
But
guess
there's like a big valley or something. I don't know.
I guess there can be one. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
I can't figure it out.
We don't know, and we're not going to figure it
Even
out.
though it's literally a 5-minute drive from here, we're not gonna figure it out.
People have seen a woman in a long white robe, nasty, jump off the bridge and then vanish into thin air. Cars have also seen a woman walking in the middle of the road to the point where they like swerve to get out of the way and then look around and the woman's gone. Isn't that fucking spooky? Ew. Under the bridge, people have seen mist forms. Scary. They've heard. They've
had smoke machine.
No, it's a ghost.
It's a ghost machine.
They hear spooky things, disembodied voices, cries, stuff like that. People have come across an apparition wandering under the bridge, and when they pass them, the apparition whispers, "Her fault." Isn't that?
Ooh, I got
fucking disgusting.
Such chills. I got chills on the back
when I read
of my
that fucked me up.
On the crown of my head, I got chills.
Ew, that's so nasty. So, and then here's one person who was interviewed for an article was walking through a tunnel under the bridge with a friend at night and said that, and this is a quote, "There's a series of 6 lights illuminating the path. And as we passed the first light, it went out. The second light went out as we passed. Each light went out as we passed by. By the time we got to the end, it was just total darkness behind us."
Those like pretty globes?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that spooky?
Yes.
That would make me fucking run.
That's the kind of thing that I could probably convince myself that it's a mistimed automatic light that's like, oh, is it motion censored and it's going
like
off?
Negative motion centered? Oof, I don't know. There's foofly. There's also an urban legend about the bridge, starring a construction worker who, while building the bridge, fell off the side of it into wet concrete below. And according to legend, he was left to die in the cement, being entombed forever. And of course, he now haunts the bridge.
I feel like that's
100% accurate.
Couldn't be more accurate. Couldn't be more true. More true.
And that, Marcy, is the Colorado Street Bridge, or the Suicide Bridge in Pasadena, California. And I got my info from timeout.com and weirdcalifornia.com.
Weird California.
So that's it.
I've never heard of anything negative associated with that bridge at all.
Me neither. And I just was looking like, haunted Los Angeles. And immediately it was like, Suicide Bridge. And I was like, that beautiful bridge.
I mean, I guess that's sort of the thing with like bridges.
Yeah.
There's going to always be a draw for people to jump off of them. And also because people's friends tell them to. And your dad asked, like, if you would, and some of them, yes, they did.
Oh, yeah. If your friends did, would you?
Yeah, Dad. That's what we're doing. Pasadena High is
and
all.
And then my dad says, take a long stroll off a short pier.
And you're like, Dad,
I do that too.
Dad, I love that. That was actually, I've never heard of that, and it's genuinely spooky. It makes you really think about what La La Land is saying now.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Oh, what?
What are you doing? They were ghosts all along.
Man, that would have been a great ending.
That would have made the movie work for me.
Betsy, thank you. That was really great.
Of course.
Betsy.
Marcy.
Hi.
Holy shit.
I'm very excited. This is the first time in a long time we have a guest today.
I know, this is so nuts and fucking awesome.
And it's someone that we're being introduced to, and I can tell immediately we're going to be friends for life.
Yay!
I'll just go ahead and cut to it. She's a radio presenter on Capital FM. It's one of the biggest radio stations in the UK. She hosts Drivetime every weekday, and she's also a women's health advocate and A part-time history geek, she says. It's Miranda Burns. Miranda!
Hello! Thank you so much for having me. Yeah, please, part-time on the history side. Don't question me on facts and figures. I'm more of like a fan in the wings, if that makes sense.
Great. That's
If you could go back and live in any period of time, when would you go and live?
That is the most brilliant question. Do you know what? I'm torn. And do you know, I've got an answer ready. It's either got to be Tudor England, okay? So we're talking...
shit, really?
Henry
Even
VIII.
as a lady?
Yeah. But do you know what? I'd quite like to be a peasant. I just want to experience it. I just want to know what that felt like to walk through those streets and smell those smells and have all the stuff pour out the... Yeah, you know. And then the other thing, which I'm really interested in, is Victorian England. So a little bit later on, but that was when the Gothic started and people became obsessed with death and mourning and all that kind of stuff.
But yeah, I just read this book called The Invention of Murder. Ooh. And it's all about Victorian England and how they became obsessed, and people were like buying wallets made from the skin of like serial killers and shit.
But wait, the skin of serial killers?
Yeah, because they would like execute them and then like auction off their shit. Like literally.
Oh
it's
my
wild.
God.
It was a cool read.
Yeah, I was gonna say Victorian England, like obsessed with death, maybe because a lot of sad things happen. No.
Yeah, I mean that too. You had the workhouses as well, which was a very tragic state of affairs, but still interesting because it's so different from now.
Yeah, that's true. How did you get into being a radio presenter? Is that what we call a disc jockey over here? Because we're old timey.
I would never call it a disc jockey.
No.
So it's interesting actually. I used to want to be an actress, didn't we all? Everyone had that dream. And I first realised that A, I wasn't very good, and B, I'm just not lucky enough to try and have that kind of break. So I gave up on that. And I thought, what do I enjoy doing? I enjoy talking. And while I was at university in London, I started doing student radio. And I was like, oh, this comes quite naturally to me. I'm enjoying this. And I was all right at it, and people said, yeah, you're not half bad. Fast forward 5 years, sent some demos out to some people, got given a lucky break, and here I am.
You're doing it.
That's really cool.
Do you know what? It is a fun job. I can't lie. Like, I just get to talk nonsense on air every day, play music. And we're having a heat wave at the moment in the UK, and the studio is air conditioned. And over here, you don't have like air conditioned buildings all that much. So that is a treat. So that's something I can't complain about.
Are you in the studio? Like when you go to work, are you going into work now?
Yeah. We've been going in the whole time. Actually,
wow.
I know, a little bit of like an ego boost, but apparently radio presenters are key workers. So we never stopped.
It's true. People need it.
Yeah.
I feel validated.
Yes. Yeah, right? You're like, see, Mom and Dad? Told ya.
Ha. See, it's a real job. It's a real career.
Yeah.
People need me. And then you are and that makes sense that you're into history and stuff too. That's why Victorian. I assume that you would only want to go for like a couple days, not a lifetime though.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, no, I think that the lack in medicine would be a real issue, considering I'm also a women's health advocate. So not about the whole lack of antibiotics and things.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And tell us about
nasty.
The women's health advocacy you do.
Yeah, so I've got a thing called endometriosis, which you might have heard of. It's having a little bit of a kind of, I don't know what to say. People are talking about it more, which it needs to happen. 1 in 10 people, I think, in the UK have endometriosis. And it can be quite damaging. It can be incredibly painful, and it can potentially harm your fertility. So it's something that I just very passionately want more people openly to discuss, so that younger girls, when they have the symptoms, they know what they need to say to their doctors to get the right diagnosis, because it can go undiagnosed, like sometimes for decades, whilst wreaking havoc on your insides. So just something that personally I've experienced, and really much behind the whole endo warrior cause.
Nice. That's great. Also, there's a lot of like discrimination and bias for women when they go to see doctors. They're not always believed. They're told like, oh, calm down, it'll be fine.
I had one doctor who just kept bringing up that I was fat over and over. And at one point he was poking my abdomen and he was like, any pain? I was like, nope. And he's like, well, okay. I mean, your abdomen seems good, except you got too much of it. And then he jiggled my belly.
Oh my God, don't. It's so unprofessional.
He got fucking canned because the next time I had to go in, I was like, I'm here for Dr. I won't say whatever.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, oh, he's no longer with us. And I was like, good, because he like jiggled my belly and like stared at my tits.
Stared at your tits. Maybe he died though if he's no longer with us.
Fucking fine, man. Get out of here, you creep. Jiggling my belly.
Oh yeah, it's fucked. So Miranda, we always ask our guests, what, if anything, do you believe about the paranormal?
Okay, so I believe that, no offense to anyone that has this opinion, but I think it's too simplistic to believe that we are the only existence that's happening right now. I just think, come on, there's got to be more at play here. And like I said, the whole history thing, because I, as a child, was gutted I couldn't time travel. I think that paranormal stories, I know it's tragic, but paranormal stories, ghosts, all that kind of stuff, it was my opportunity to kind of like tap into that part of the world and what has been before that I can't go back and experience. And with that, I became incredibly open-minded. And I also believe that if you're open-minded, you're more likely to experience these kinds of things, and therefore you're more likely to be a believer in them, and therefore you're more likely to get more of those experiences, and so on and so forth. So everybody's completely entitled to their opinion, and I respect that. But I personally, I think there's stuff going on, and I've experienced some things.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think they're not entitled to that opinion. I will not allow it. I don't know. You were in different countries. I get it. But here in America, you either have my opinion or you go to prison for too long. I think that absolutely tracks for me, that the more open you are to things, the more that it's like any discoverer, like someone who's exploring, like you will discover new things while you're exploring.
Yeah. But if you weren't looking in the first place, you're not going to see them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Holy shit. I like that.
Yeah.
And it's a really nice way to bond with people as well, because their personal experiences, when you go through something like this, it changed my perspective. So talking to other people who have had similar experiences, or even if they haven't, but they're accepting of mine, you kind of form a bond with that person afterwards. And I've lost count of how many conversations I've had that have gone into the early hours of the morning, 1, 2, 3 a.m., just like chatting to people, talking about this stuff. And these might be people that I don't know particularly well, but we're at a party, or like my parents have had friends around, etc. And we delve so deep, and it gets quite dark. And then afterwards, you're like, oh, we're sisters for life now. I love this.
Yeah. That's so true. It does give that like childhood sleepover feel.
Yeah.
Where you bond so intimately, so quickly, because you're telling things that you're talking about things you wouldn't normally discuss.
Yeah, completely. And you're opening up and you're sharing something personal. And do you know what? Often really frightening. So the willingness to talk about it as well and share it with someone has like a kind of level of vulnerability to it. So I'm just always here for chatting about ghost stories.
Yeah, because people then get really pumped of like, oh, you've had something wild happen to you? So have I, that I've been kind of worried to tell people.
Yeah.
It's so rad. It's so fun. Marcy always uses like, do you have any ghost stories as kind of an icebreaker, and it's perfect.
Yes, it's a weird thing to ask strangers, but so many people do. Even people, we've had a lot of guests who are like, I don't really know if this is a ghost story, and then they tell something that's like terrifying and clearly like inexplicable. So other than ghost.
It's a fucking ghost story, man. You're getting haunted.
You're haunted as hell.
Come on, man.
And be proud of that fact.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
Should there be a ghost flag? Yeah, there should be a ghost flag.
I'm here for that. I'd buy one.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's dig in. Tell us some of you said you have multiple experiences, correct?
Yeah, and all of them have happened in my house.
The one that you're in right now?
No,
okay.
Thankfully not. But this is also, I know, that would have added a whole new dynamic. I'm so sorry. No, so I'm currently in Winchester in the UK, but I grew up in Birmingham. I don't know if you've seen or heard of the TV show Peaky Blinders. Does that ring any bell?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's Birmingham. And my house is in a little town, my family home, in a little town outside of Birmingham. And it's quite an old house. So Victorian, again, a recurring theme. But yeah, quite an old house. And mine and my sister's bedrooms are at the top of the house. And when I was younger, I was in bed in what is now my sister's room, but used to be my room. And I woke up in the middle of the night and I saw at the end of my bed what I can only describe as a little girl, maybe about 3 years old, wearing a white nightdress with ringleted hair, just looking at me. And I was a child, and I know that children have vivid imaginations, and I appreciate that. But I also know what I saw. And I'm 26 now, and I can still see that girl. I know what she looks like, and she was stood at the end of my bed. And I don't know whether you've ever experienced paralyzing fear, but I physically couldn't move. I was so scared. And I remember kind of being too scared to look at her, but feeling that she was still there, and I'd glance, and even the tiniest little movement of just my eyes flickering over to her, she was still there, and I was so scared. And I went deathly cold. And eventually I must have fallen asleep. But when I woke up the next day, my bed sheets were soaked from sweat because I'd been so tightly wrapped up in my covers, terrified. And as a child, that has never left me. That memory of that little girl just watching me, which it felt like it was going on for a lifetime.
Oh my gosh.
Oh God. I got so many chills. Ew.
Did you get a sense of what she was feeling or what she wanted, or do you even remember?
Well, I personally was terrified because it was something that I wasn't expecting to see. But she was not menacing. Mm-hmm. There was nothing that felt particularly dangerous about her. I didn't feel like she had any malice in her. She was just stood there watching me. And I suppose if I was less frightened, that could be quite sweet. It was like a little guardian angel that's looking over me. But at the time I was terrified. So I didn't really enjoy the experience. But I didn't feel like she had an issue per se. But yeah, I didn't feel particularly comfortable with her being there.
Right.
Yeah. Do you know what? I don't know. I have so many speculations because the top room of the house where I was potentially could have been where the servant would have lived, or the maid, for example. And it was only really recently when I was chatting to my partner about it that he said, maybe she had a fondness. Maybe she really liked the maid, and that's why she was up in that room, because it kind of reminds her of that relationship with that woman. And I thought, that's a really nice way of thinking about it. I wish I'd thought about that for the last 26 years when I've been
that's
scared
so
at night.
Nice.
Or maybe she's like, hey, I made a mess. Come clean this shit up.
My toilet is nasty.
You gotta go literally
and I woke up
dump
the
my
next
pan.
morning doing all the dishes. What happened? Whoa.
Oh, man.
Whoa.
I don't like a little kid ghost.
Don't get me started on little kid ghosts. Fuck that. Get out of here. Too spooky.
Well, it's only going to get worse. I'm so sorry. There are kids haunting that house home in Birmingham, 100%.
Now,
nasty. And stop with nightgowns.
Oh, I know.
put some clothes on,
it?
ghost.
Just let's just get rid of them all together. They're so nasty and creepy.
Yeah.
Do you mean get rid of them today, or just
still today and in general? Just get rid of them.
sleep naked?
Yeah, it's hot.
Wear some shorts and a t-shirt, not a whole fucking dress.
What if in the future all hauntings are just nude ghosts? like in the
I'd be
middle.
here for that.
Yeah.
I'd rather that.
I like to see
I
a
mean,
body.
what would be scarier? Naked? Oh, that's pretty scary.
You know exactly
Naked
which
or
one.
a fucking nightgown. A nightgown.
No,
it's
it's
so much creepier.
A naked ghost looking at you, because what if you don't realize it's a ghost at first? Like, you just think of a naked
And you
person.
what, make a move?
No, I'm not talking about you being sexually attracted to the ghost, although I guess that's where it could go if they're cool and funny and have a great sense of humor. Like, I don't know. But no, like if you just woke up and there's like an old naked man at the foot of your bed.
Oh yeah, that would suck. All of
That
it
would
sucks.
suck.
That
Extra
would
shriveled.
Every ghost needs to wear a funny, like a funny T-shirt and hold a skateboard, and then I'm in.
Yeah.
You're cool, man. They all need to dress like Poochie from The Simpsons.
Okay. Little or like a Far Side T-shirt or something where it's like a little
a funny Far Side one. Yeah.
a little funny joke on it that might like a dad's
With
joke
like
shirt.
School of
Yeah.
the Gifted and the kids pushing the door and it says pull. Perfect.
Yes, absolutely.
We all remember that Far Side.
That's very nasty, Miranda.
Oh, I know. I'm so sorry.
No.
Creepy.
Hey, we love it. As much as I scream I hate it, I love it.
Yeah,
You
that's
know?
the thing. You do love it, don't you? It's so nice to talk. It's scary and it's frightening, but it's like addictive.
Yes.
Yes.
Have you ever been able to research the past history of your house? Like, do you know any of that information?
No, I know absolutely nothing. All I can go off is what the house and like sort of similar houses would have been like at the time. And so you can kind of put it two and two together and work out, yeah, that would have been where like the maid would have stayed. But the other thing, it's almost like ignorance is bliss. I kind of don't want to know if a 3-year-old girl died in my now bedroom because there's something really terrifying about that.
You're like, I don't want to open up having to like solve the mystery of her death in order to help her go to the other side.
I'm sorry. Do you not want to be a famous podcaster and then have a show on television based on it?
Whoa, wait, what?
I don't know. That could happen. That's all I'm saying.
That could
I'm
totally
pitching.
happen.
I'm pitching to Hollywood
Wait,
right now.
let's make a show where we figure out who that little girl is. We solve her mystery. Yeah, and then we have a hit TV show.
What if we're just
I think that's how all of it works.
if
right?
we're just disappointed to find out that it was someone who died in their old age, but they just really loved being 3, so that's what they present as.
That would be such an anticlimax.
Oh, they had a great life, apparently. Good for them.
What age would you guys pick?
Oh,
To come back and haunt someone?
Yeah.
The reaction just from saying it was like a creepy 3-year-old girl from you guys makes me think I have to be a child. There's something terrifying about a child, and if I'm coming back to haunt people, I want to do it well.
yeah.
That's good. Okay.
You want to work smarter, not harder, when it comes to haunting.
Yes, exactly. You're spot on.
Okay.
What if I came back as like an 11-month-old baby who could like toddle around and
Awful.
kind of
That would be
jabber, but not?
disgusting to see. That would be disgusting to see.
Yeah.
Would you be wearing a nappy?
Yes, I'd be wearing a diaper.
And it's full.
It's
Droopy and full.
No, it's worse. It's getting worse.
Yeah, I have been neglected in this haunting. Like,
Oh no! Ew.
Betsy.
I would come back at how old am I? I would do 30. I would do 30 and just try like scare people, but then also just be like, "Hey, I'm cool. Let's fucking party."
She's a party ghost.
A partying ghost.
I gotta be a Slimer, man.
Yeah. Oh boy, that's really fun. Shall we take a quick little break?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Okay, we're back. We decided to just
everyone.
break quarantine, fly to the UK, see Miranda in person. Now we're all in the same room.
How are you finding it?
Oh,
are you enjoying it?
I love
it. I love it here in the UK. Winchester.
There you go.
I love Winchester.
I'm thinking Westminster. That's what I'm thinking of. Westminster. That's where I stay.
Westminster Abbey. Mm-hmm. My friend Parker puked in there when we were on a a school trip. That's all.
What happened? The Queen will be fuming. You shouldn't do that.
Hey man, don't worry, I screamed at Parker. I was like, how fucking dare you puke on a grave of someone? There's a bunch of people buried there. But
okay, you got more stories for us? Because we got more ears.
I have. Okay, right. Well, so I moved over from my sister's bedroom into what used to be my bedroom until I moved out. Still at the top floor of the house. And I have a dog, and he's called Pepper, and he's so charming. He's a border terrier. He's very old now. We think he's got dementia. He's just a little bit slow, but it's fine. He's still full of love. And he used to come up and sit on my bed, and he'd keep me company all the time, and we were just like best friends. But he had this obsession with one point in my bedroom, and he would just watch it, and he would guard it, and sometimes he would bark really aggressively at it. And it was always slightly unsettling, just because animals, I believe, again, I think they have some kind of intuition, some sort of sixth sense or whatever. They can sense things. You hear about like rabbits that can sense when women are pregnant and that kind of weird stuff. So I was like, my dog can totally tell if something's up. And this obsession with this one point in my bedroom. But I tried to dismiss it because I don't want to be scared. I don't want to be able to sleep at night. And my sister, a few weeks later, was in her room with the dog, Pepper. And I heard barking again. And this was in the middle of the night. This was like 1 a.m. or something. And I texted her and I was like, Imogen, I was like, what's up with Pepper? And she's like, you're not going to believe this, but he's barking at the exact same point in my room, but like against your wall. So there's a partition wall running between the two, and the exact same point. So obviously I freaked out at this point. I was like, the dog has said someone died at that point in the bed. Something happened. And the next day I told my mum about it. And my mum was like, oh yeah, don't worry, it's fine. There are pipes just running through the wall. And I was like, okay. And that appeased me for all of about 5 days, when she was like laughing to herself later. And she went, oh no, it's solid brick. There's nothing there. There's no pipes. He's just literally barking at the wall. And it was this weird, unsolved mystery, but also like, it kind of confirmed my thoughts that something is off in that top section of the house. And a few months later or something, I was upstairs in that bedroom. Again, kind of late, but not crazy late. I was wide awake. I think I'd been like watching something on my phone. And I heard what I thought was my mum laughing outside her bedroom, which is the room below mine. And I was like, hang on. I was like, no, that's a child. There's a child laughing. I was like, what the hell? That's pretty weird. And I went downstairs, and the landing was pitch black, and there were no lights on, and my mum was asleep, and my dad was asleep, and there was nobody else in the house. And there is absolutely no explanation as to why I could hear children laughing outside my parents' bedroom. But it was so clear. It was crystal clear. And again, do you know what? It wasn't menacing. It wasn't like there was something bad that was happening. They were happy, but they were like children laughing.
Oh,
I know.
What the fuck? Do you think your place was like a weird orphanage?
I literally that thought just popped into my head. I was like, oh, maybe that explains it all.
And they were just the caretakers were really bad at their jobs, and all the kids died.
Awful.
We've erased it out of history. No one talks about it.
Yeah.
Everything that went down in Birmingham. Yeah, I know. So weird. And I don't know why this recurring theme of a child, but yeah, it happens.
Did you share these stories with your family at like when they happened when you were a child?
Yeah, I did. I was quite vocal as a child. I mean, this is a whole other thing, but I used to have epilepsy. And for the longest time, I would tell my mum when I was younger, I wake up in the night, and it's actually quite sad. I used to be like, I feel like the fairies are talking to me, but like I like shake and stuff. I know, a child trying to communicate. God. Yeah, what a fit is. It's cute, isn't it? And my mum, bless her, she feels awful now, but she's like, it's just a bad dream, Miranda. It's just a bad dream. And then we found out eventually that I had epilepsy, and that was a whole other drama. I've grown out of it since. Yeah, but obviously off the back of that, my mum afterwards, when she realized, she was mortified, she'd be like, Miranda, you must tell me when things happen in the night. So I felt totally cool with telling her about the little girl at the end of my bed. And then the children laughing, that actually happened only I know it's so creepy every time I say it. That only happened only maybe like 2 years ago. So I just, the next day I came down. Yeah. Oh yeah. Recent stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Does your mom believe you? Like, is she like, oh, shit's happened to me too?
She's one of those people who hasn't had experiences really herself, but is 100% open to hearing about them. My dad won't listen to it. Not interested. Just not interested.
That's a classic dad thing. I'm just like, reading the paper, just like, no, whatever.
I don't know how to fix it. Don't want to hear about it.
You're so right. He rolls his eyes every time and leaves the room. But my sister, she has an experience that happens to her quite regularly where, and I'd love to know if either of you have had this experience. She sees what looks like droplets of water fall down in door frames. And you don't know. You haven't experienced it, have you?
No.
Is this a thing?
Keep going.
I've never heard of that. What?
Water.
Yeah. And apparently it's a passing of energy falling, like it looks like a water drop, but when you look, there's nothing there. There's no damp patch and there's no rain or anything. There's nothing dripping. And she has the same thing happen in the house. So I've seen the little girls and heard the laughter and stuff. The dog's barking. An image of my sister is seeing energy droplets pass through the house. Yeah.
When you said that, the first thing I thought of was, is it like a portal or vortex or something like that?
Something.
Ooh, yeah, your house is a vortex.
Oh, don't say it. It's so creepy. It's so scary.
So creepy.
I won't stay there at night alone. I won't. This is the house. So I grew up in that house. I was born in a hospital and brought back to this house, and I have nothing but happy memories there. But I will not sleep in that house by myself.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's too. Whoa. And so does your sister believe in all that? Like, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Because she's had experiences, although they're different from mine. She's had things happen, so she's just more open-minded. She's ready to talk about it and hear what I have to say. And we're all like, I have a brother as well, and we're all convinced that the top floor is haunted. 100%.
Yeah. I mean, sounds as if it must be.
It's gotta be.
Do you want to come and stay? We could have a great time.
I am always up for it. Betsy's scared of seeing ghosts.
I'll do it. I'm scared. I don't want to see any ghosts. I'll do it.
I will be honest, though. I've only seen an apparition once, and it was like in like a mirror.
Right.
But I've heard things before. And I think seeing something feels so much scarier to me. Like the anxiety of seeing something literally manifest in front of you it's scary. It feels scary.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if it's because like seeing is believing. When you hear things, you can almost potentially pass it off as, oh, that was like my imagination, or I heard something and it sounds like something else. When you see something, generally your eyes don't really lie to you. I know things happen with tricks of the light, but I just think when you see something, you see something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because you're right. Like when you think of how many times you've heard lyrics to a song and you've been completely wrong about what it
was. Oh, that's every single song.
Oh yeah.
Every single song.
Because your brain's always just processing information to put it together if it's not clear. So it's like, what's the most like obvious thing this could be? And I think that can happen with your eyes, but I wonder if that's why your brain's picking up. So people experience things in the night, right? That's when we hear most of our stories about going to sleep or being like waking up in the middle of the night. And so maybe our brains are not, so they're not in the mode of processing. So they can maybe just pick up on things that normally they wouldn't, or, you know, they're not like thinking about what do I have to do tomorrow, or like I'm stressed about this other thing, or so they're just like, wait, here's a thing, and they can process it faster because they don't have a lot of cloudy other thoughts.
Yeah,
maybe
totally. Like I think when we go to sleep, something opens up, right?
Yeah, I completely agree.
When you close your eyes.
Wait, drink, I didn't answer my question. Answer my very good question of like, when we go to sleep, something opens
You're
up,
right.
man.
You're right. Yeah, you close your eyes and then your third eye opens. Yeah.
But I do think something, something where we go into some sort of state where it's kind of more game on for shit to happen.
Yeah, we step out of this world a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm here for this. I think this makes perfect sense. You're relaxed, aren't you? You're more open to things happening to you. You're not distracted by your phone or the television or like the fact that you need to remember this thing for work tomorrow. You're kind of letting it all drain out, and therefore it leaves space to see and hear this other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's right.
Did you ever do like a Ouija board in your house? Anything like that?
Do you know what? My mum, good old Celia, she made a promise. Well, she made me promise her when I was, like 11 years old to never do a Ouija board. She was like, I want one promise from you, Miranda. You're never going to do a Ouija board. And I was like, fine, reluctantly. Although now I've grown up, I think I am quite grateful that I didn't because, I did. You know what? I feel like respect what you don't know. Like observe and respect, but like take a step back from it and don't get involved with stuff that you can't control. And therefore a Ouija board, like, no, I mean, have you done a Ouija board?
I've been in the room when one is happening, but I refuse to touch it. And it wasn't a room, it was a graveyard.
Oh my God.
But I was too scared. I was like, I'm not fucking touching it. I'll watch.
Oh man, in a graveyard, that's terrifying. I did it in high school at a friend's. I was sleeping over at my best friend's house, and we were using it. And to this day, she will tell me, we're still friends. She would tell me that like I don't. It's so hard because part of me wants to think that she was pushing it, but if I were to ask her today, she'd be like, absolutely not. Even though I believe in all this stuff, I still want a more like rational, quote unquote, reason for it. But it was scary. It was scary. And it was telling us things that we knew were lies pretty quick. Like it's like told us like, gosh, yeah, it was like telling us about that, but it was like around when Caesar was murdered and like that, but it was like giving us incorrect dates and facts about it. So we're like, why are you like someone who's like kind of like wants to sound smart, but you don't know shit about history? And then it was like, it told me specifically to stop and to get out or it would kill me. It was like, it literally was like, don't do this again or I'm going to come for you.
And have you done one again since?
No. I listened to that liar.
I did an escape room. I've only done 2 escape rooms, and one of them, like, part of it was doing Ouija, and I was so scared. And it was a stupid, really bad escape room.
I don't want my soul stolen for this bad escape room. No.
Like there was one part where I found batteries and I was like, I found batteries. They got to go in something. And then like the person was like, actually, those are for the smoke alarm. I'm like, okay, cool, man.
Please stop destroying our escape room.
Yeah. Just ripping stuff off walls.
Why don't you, clean up around here before you have customers come in?
Yeah, it was a disaster.
Miranda, do you have any other stories you want to share with us?
No, those are
great.
it.
Those are
oh
great.
My God. Those are so spooky.
Thank you for letting me tell them to you. Like, it's so nice having people that want to hear about it.
Absolutely.
Of course.
Do you have time to listen to a story with us?
Yeah, 100%.
All right.
And it's like, Spooky England.
Yes, that's our favorite too. We always
England is so fun and spooky.
Yes. I can't wait till we can travel again. I don't know that anyone will let us. Yeah, you guys would let us travel. You'll let dirty Americans come there with our diseases.
Why not? That special relationship.
Yeah, we got those little dorky presidents who are bad and they want to hang out, right? Or prime minister. Yeah.
Prime Minister.
All right, let me pull up a story then.
Yeah.
Hi there, guys. My name is Andrew, and I'm not sure if I've ever had an honest-to-goodness paranormal experience. I have some like weird memories from when I was a little kid, but part of me thinks that I might have just imagined those things and made up those memories, and I don't know if I can really rely on them as a account of my life or not. But I was listening to you guys talk about shadow people recently, and it reminded me of a couple of things that have happened to me. I don't know if they qualify exactly as a honest-to-goodness paranormal experience, but here goes, and I hope it's not a boring story. The first thing that happened to me was about like 10 or 15 years ago, and it was a sleep paralysis thing that happened, and I was laying in my bed and I was looking at the curtains. I remember this very distinctly because this all happened with me just staring at the curtains. I couldn't move my eyes. It just suddenly came upon me that I couldn't move my entire body, and I had this tingling, painful sensation that was all throughout my legs and my waist and my chest, and it was moving up my sternum and up my neck, and I couldn't breathe. It was like all the muscles in my chest were just frozen solid and were totally immobile. And I couldn't move my eyes either. It was just locked on the curtains, but I could see this black shape sort of hovering around the periphery of my vision, and I had this overwhelming thought in my head that just was blaring over and over again: you're gonna die, you're gonna die, you're gonna die, you have to stop this, you have to stop this right now, move your body any way you can, move your foot, move anything so that you won't die, because you're gonna die if this goes on. So I focused every intent, every molecule in my mind on moving my foot, and it was hard, but I was eventually able to wriggle it a bit, and through that, like, the rest of my body kind of jerked out of it, and I was okay, and I was shaken up, and I was like, what the hell was that? But otherwise, it was over, and it never happened again. This other thing was more recent, and it was a nightmare that I had about a year and a half ago, and normally I wouldn't put any stock in a nightmare because I have nightmares all the time, and I don't really remember them. I don't remember a lot of the dreams I have because I think I smoke too much pot, and I think it affects my ability to recall that kind of stuff. But this nightmare was very different, and I can remember it clear as day. When I think about it, it still shakes me up and makes me uncomfortable. And I've never reacted to a nightmare this way. So anyway, what happened is I was like in this shadow world. It's the only way I can really think to describe it. I was in a room, and it had walls, and it had things that looked like tables and cabinets and stairs. There's like a staircase at the end of it, but it was all made out of like vibrating amorphous shadow objects. It looked strange, and like a whole world made out of darkness. There was no light, just vibrating darkness shapes everywhere. And I was moving around in this place looking for something, very wary of anyone watching me, but I don't recall what I was thinking at the time. And I was just wandering around this place, and I eventually come across this cabinet, and I open the cabinet, and I don't know what was in this thing, but I can't remember. I don't know if I even really got a look at it, but it was the only spot of light or color in this whole place. Otherwise, it was just a moving shadow place that I was in. And as soon as I opened this cabinet, I heard this noise, this rushing, roaring voice come from the other end of the room. And I turned around and there was this shadow man there. And the voice was, this is going to sound stupid, but this is the only way I can even approximate it. But he was like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Get out of there. What are you doing?" But it was like much louder than that and much more like echoey. Like it was like there was a ton of voices. And I turn around and I see this guy screaming, or I think this is where the sound is coming from. And he's at the one end of the room, and then all of a sudden he's right next to me. It's like I blinked, or, he was instantaneously upon me, and he grabs me with his two arms and he sprouts more arms from his side, and there's just seems to be an infinite amount of arms. There's arms that are pulling my arms and legs apart. There's arms that are punching me in the stomach. There's arms that are tearing at me with claws and ripping at my face. And I'm just like doing whatever I can to get out of it, just screaming and writhing and struggling. And I woke up in this state, and I woke up and I was like, doing like my arms are kicking everywhere. I've never ever reacted to a dream like that. I damn near fell out of the bed. I punched the bookcase that's near my bed and hurt my hand, and I was like covered in sweat, totally shaken, had to like grip the sides of the bed and just kind of sit there and contemplate what had happened to me. And like it felt so real and present, and I've never ever reacted to a nightmare like that before. I've never had a dream like that, or I felt like I was being like torn apart. I don't even know how else to describe it, and it felt so real and like I was in a place. It did not feel like other dreams that I've had where I could dismiss it as just a dream, and it really stuck with me. So I don't know if that qualifies as anything interesting, but I appreciate you letting me share the story, and thanks again. Take care.
No, that was horrifying.
Yeah, man. Ew.
That gave me goosebumps.
Yes.
Yeah. I want to see that in a movie.
That's such a weird description. I don't know that I've ever heard anything quite like that before.
Do you know what it does remind me of, actually? I have a family member who someone very close to her died, and she woke up in the night and she had a dark shadow circling her bed. And as soon as he said dark shadow, it just reminded me of that. And I mean, for want of a better description, it's death. Like that person had died in that room, and death was and the fact that shadow man was tearing him apart, it was like he was trying to kill him.
Yeah.
I'm so glad it was just a dream.
I mean,
I know.
It felt like, as he was saying it, I was like, did he slip into another dimension?
Oh, God.
Yeah,
man.
Or like this underworld? Like, did he literally go somewhere else?
What was in that cabinet, dude?
Yes.
He was about to discover something wild, and then that fucking shadow creature stopped him.
Is this one of those experiences that maybe he was the ghost, or he was the paranormal thing somewhere?
The others.
Yeah.
Very the others.
Yes.
Yeah. Ooh.
He popped into a world and that man was like, "What are you? Oh my gosh, like get away."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I mean, that's a nicer explanation as well. If I was him, I'd rather think that I was the ghost as opposed to being attacked by something otherworldly.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like how many arms it made.
That's that was truly terrifying and disgusting. But I want to see it done.
Yeah.
Hollywood, listen up.
Oh boy. Yeah. And then also
Whoa.
just the sleep paralysis with the shadow.
As a kid.
Yeah, that's scary.
It's so, I feel it happened. Like,
I've never experienced sleep paralysis. Betsy, you said you had, correct?
yeah, but I've never seen a shadow person. It's always in the dream where it will be like, I'm trying to think of a recent. It's been a while since I've had one, but like the last time there were like two dudes on top of me like beating me up in my dream where I couldn't move. But then I woke up and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miranda,
I think it was just a.
have you had sleep paralysis?
Never. And I'm so grateful because I know people who have, and it sounds terrifying. I don't think there's anything that could be more frightening than being unable to move your body and feeling like you were under attack, feeling like something was coming for you.
Yeah. Now, same best friend who made me do the Ouija with her, she used to have sleep paralysis. And I definitely have woken up with her finger in my mouth once. She was just like folded up right on top of my lap area. And she gets very upset, like if you wake her up, and I'll be like, what I've done, the few times it's happened, I've been like, what are you doing? And she's like, trying to get the batteries for the peanut butter. God, it makes no sense. But it is. And she is described like whispering, like, help me, but not like, she's like, it barely makes a sound. I'm trying to scream for help, but no one can help me.
Oh,
the worst is when you go to scream and nothing comes out.
Yes.
I've had that in dreams before, not sleep paralysis, but I've gone to scream and I can't make a sound. And that is so creepy.
I mean,
it's so creepy.
Not being heard is my worst nightmare.
Oh, yeah.
I likes to talk. Miranda, this has been so much fun talking with you and sharing these stories. Thank you.
Yeah, I've had the best time. I love talking about this stuff. Thank you so much for letting me. It's like an outlet. It's been brilliant. It's been therapeutic.
Good.
Yeah, you got to also keep us updated if you get haunted some more from that house.
100%. I will do. I'll be sliding into your DMs on Instagram.
Please.
Yes.
Tell everyone where they can find you again.
Yeah, Miranda.Burns is my Instagram handle. You can come and give me a follow over there. I would say my Twitter, but I'm just never on it and it would just be false advertising. I so rarely tweet.
It's a bad place over there. Twitter's no good. Well, this has been so fun. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo, or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy. And don't shit your pants.
That was a HeadGum podcast.